morning, I'm Elise, and this is No Bullshit.
Are you listening? Damn.
So everybody's talking about the marathon bomber, right? Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. The jury found him guilty on 30 out of 30 counts. So now comes the sentencing process, right? The jury has to decide whether they want to send him to prison for the rest of his life or whether they want to sentence him to death. But the point here is not to discuss the nature of Tsarnaev's crime. We can all agree that what he did is heinous and that he deserves to be punished. But what I want to do here is to use his case to talk about a much bigger problem that I consider to be two of the biggest plagues in the American criminal justice system. And that's number one, the death penalty, and number two, solitary confinement. Number one, it's morally indecent. It's basically state-sanctioned killing and revenge. The truth of the matter is that the US remains one of the few developed countries in the world to still have the death penalty.
But the United States, with 39 executions, was the only country in the Americas to perform them.
And guess what? We're in pretty good company too. Check out these friends of ours. States like Iran, China, Somalia, Sudan, and North Korea. Wow, we have more in common with Kim Jong-un than I thought. As the adage states, what better way to show that killing is wrong by killing people, right? That sounds like a great plan. If the indecency of taking a human life isn't quite enough for you to oppose the death penalty, then try these reasons. There are a number of racially based inequities in the justice system. For example, prosecutors, juries, and judges are much more likely to apply the death penalty when a white person is killed than when a black person is killed. In other words, if you're white and you kill a black person, your chances of getting the death penalty aren't very high. But if you're black and you kill a white person, man, good luck with that. You're 3 times more likely to get the death penalty than any of your white friends. So in essence, if you're poor and you're black, you're basically screwed. Your lawyers aren't going to be very good since most death row inmates can't even afford their own attorney at trial, and the court-appointed lawyers usually suck. So listen to Chris Rock because he was right.
You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, we will provide you with the dumbest fucking lawyer on earth.
He's not joking. It doesn't even work. That's right, the death penalty has shown no correlation with a decrease in crime, so it's not an effective deterrent. Politicians usually support the death penalty because it makes them look tough on crime, but it doesn't really make us any safer. For example, states that don't have the death penalty have a consistently lower rate of murder than states with the death penalty. In a study conducted by the University of Colorado, 88% of criminologists believe that the death penalty was not a deterrent to murder. The death penalty is irreversible, but the problem is that we're humans. We make mistakes, and our justice system reflects that. A lot of it is actually based on human judgment. So if you kill an innocent person, can't really take it back. And it's happened before. In the US, an alleged 4% of defendants sentenced to death have most likely been falsely convicted. At least according to a University of Colorado study, where the main author concluded that, and I quote, false convictions are not rare events. It's something that's going to keep happening on a steady basis. Wow, isn't that reassuring? And what he said actually makes sense when you consider that since 1973, 150 prisoners in death row have later been exonerated, while a lot of others have been executed despite some serious doubts about their guilt. But, you know, shit happens, right? No. All right, I'm Elise. Comment, share, join the conversation. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Beijo. Mwah.